ABC, Jack here. Welcome to Vinyl Martini. I am going to do a contest entry for my good buddy in Nashville, Randy. His channel is Randall Weaver. He has done 500 videos. I think this is my 114th video, so I've got a long ways to go before I catch up to him. But I hope to one day say that this is my 500th video. So he is asking us to show 5 albums that you've listened to at least 100 times. Now, I'm going to show 5, but I could show probably about 50. And I've been collecting records since about 1972, I would say. So you do the math. If you got a record that was released in 72, 73, 74, 75, and you only listen to it every twice a year, it's easy to get to 100. So I'm well over 100 with most of these that I'm going to show you. And they're pretty, I wouldn't say they're exciting records to show. They might be a little mundane because they have been shown in the VC so much, but I am just going to go ahead and start. And the first one that I'm going to show is my favorite or my second favorite Beatles album. This is Rubber Soul. I've listened to this at least 500 times. This is one of my comfort albums. Still listen to it maybe 4 or 5 times a year. Fantastic record. Released in 1965. Rubber Soul. Fantastic. And next, how about Joni Mitchell? The Hissing of Summer Lawns. Beautiful record. Often gets overlooked. Blue always gets shown on the VC. Hajira maybe gets shown a lot on the VC as well, but this is a fantastic record. This is a 1975 release. Hissing of Summer Lawns. Just fantastic. Beautiful inside picture of Joni. Easily, I've listened to this easily 200 or 300 times. Next up, maybe something a little different. Doesn't get shown on the VC very much, but I have been into this band since about 1975 or 1976. This is Nectar. Album's called A Tab in the Ocean. Very psych, proggy British band that based themselves in Germany. Gatefold. This is a German release on Bellophone. I bought an import a long time ago, so this probably cost me about $6 or $7, which was a lot of money back in the day when records only cost about $3.50. But A Tab in the Ocean, I've listened to this at least 200 times. Fantastic record. Great place to start if you don't know Nectar and if you can get a hold of it. Nectar, A Tab in the Ocean. Next up is one of my favorite country guys. He's recorded, I don't know, how many records has Willie Nelson recorded? 600, I'm not 600, 100 records, maybe 120 records, I don't know. He seems to put out 2 or 3 records a year. But this is Willie Nelson Sings Kristofferson. I could have shown a Kristofferson album because I've got all his records and I'm a big fan of Chris. But this is Willie singing only covers of Chris Kristofferson. And this is a fantastic record. Not hard to find. You can pick it up for probably about $5. Again, Willie Nelson sings Kristofferson, and he does magnificent versions of all those great Kristofferson songs. Next up, another record that I've probably listened to 500 times, and no surprise, but this is Highway 61 Revisited, Bob Dylan. Still listen to it 3 or 4 times a year. How many times have I listened to this? Maybe 300, 400, 500 times? I don't know. I don't have a spreadsheet like Steve. But Bob Dylan, Highway 61 Revisited. Or I could have picked up this album by Bob Dylan, Blonde on Blonde. We all know it. We all love it. This takes a little more time to listen to because I always listen to all 4 sides. It's a double album, of course. Fantastic. I've listened to this at least 300 or 400 times. Blonde on Blonde. Now for some albums that I haven't listened to. I don't think I've listened to them 100 times, but I'm well on my way. A couple of David Bowie records. Black Star, his last release, double album. Fantastic stuff. The stuff that he was recording at the end of his career was just great. Yeah, I give this a spin every couple of months or so. Fantastic. As well as the album he released before that called The Next Day. Another fantastic, fantastic record. Great cover. He chose it himself, and Yeah, this is great, great, great. Tony Visconti producing it again, reunited with Tony Visconti. I can't seem to talk this afternoon. But anyways, The Next Day by David Bowie. Fantastic record. A band that I'm fairly new to, and I'm late to the party, like a lot of these albums, but this is Porcupine Tree, Lightbulb Sun. I've got probably about 7 Porcupine Tree albums. This was released in 93 or 94. Fantastic record. Steve Wilson's band. Yeah, this is just great. Listen to this all the time. Not up to 100 yet, but I'm not going to, it's not going to take me long to get to 100 listens. So Porcupine Tree, Lightbulb Sun. This is a record I got about 3 years ago in Denver. This Pill the album is called Album. This is fantastic. Like I said, I got it in Denver about 3 years ago. Pill records are really hard for me to find in the used bins, but this is a fantastic record. I've probably listened to this 25 or 30 times. So on my way to 100 records, 100 listens. Like I told you, I cannot talk today for some reason. Next up, I'm going to show you a couple of albums by this band. Of course, I keep on banging on about this band, and it's the Drive-By Truckers. This is American band. This is probably their first overtly political album, recorded in the wake of Donald Trump being elected. It's not, they're not songs about Donald Trump, but they are songs reflecting on some of the havoc that Donald Trump has seemed to ferment. And this is not a political rant, by the way. It's just trying to explain the record. Fantastic listen. 2000 and I'm going to say 2020 or 2021. And an older album by the Drive-By Truckers, and that is The Dirty South. Probably up to 60 or 70 listens on this. This is a fantastic release. 2007. One of my favorite bands, like I said. Patterson Hood is David Hood's son. David Hood is a Muscle Shoals musician. Jeff Cooley is the other writer. Jason Isbell used to be in this band, and this is The Dirty South by the Drive-By Truckers. So those are some of the records that I am on my way to 100 listens to. I know I'm going to get there some point. So that's all I got for now. So Randy, here's my entrance. Here's my entry. By the way, Nashville is on my to-do list. I want to go to Nashville, Memphis. I want to do the Mississippi Delta. I want to go to New Orleans, of course. So maybe when I'm passing by through Nashville, you and I can get together for a cup of coffee or maybe a crate dig. So congratulations again, Randy. And I will be back next week sometime. I don't have anything in mind. I've got a couple of announcements coming up, but I will save them for a future show. So there you go. Till next time, guys. Cheers.